Hello everybody and welcome back to another What's Sold video. And to start off, I already have the new shirt for the week. So in case you guys don't know, I basically wear a new shirt every week for something that has been in my inventory for a very long time, and I've just given up on it being able to sell. So I figure, hey, why not wear it for a video, make it at least worth something. So here it is. It's a Van Heusen kind of tropical button shirt, size XL. So yeah, I would probably avoid that brand altogether, to be honest, in terms of shirts, because it hasn't been selling for me. And yeah, and this is proof right here. I've had this probably since I started reselling full time. Haven't been able to sell it. Even dropped it down to like $6.50 with offers on, and nobody bit. So let's give it one last hurrah before I end up probably including it in the yard sale that I'm gonna be doing soon. All right, and let's go ahead and move on to things that have sold for the week. And we have two shirts that I pulled from the house that have sold. So this one is a Uniqlo, kind of like a blue, almost like plaid style shirt. And this one still had the tag on it. I don't think I disclosed like the price on it. Yeah. And I actually think I played it safe and still called it pre-owned. I don't know. I'm just a little paranoid like that. So anyways, this sold for $18. Not bad. Not bad. Alright, now this other shirt was in the house. I have had it for a while. The only reason it was in the house was because somebody asked for some measurements, so I went ahead and did that. And this is a denim and flower shirt. It's kind of got an interesting design. I will say that denim and flower overall, it doesn't have a lot of value. You know, people buy it, but it's not a high priced item by any means. But I will say that I do like the style of the shirts. So, you know, early on I was buying a few of these just because I like the look of them. And, you know, like I said, it was selling. It just doesn't have a great sell-through rate. And the value's not there, but I was getting these shirts pretty cheap. But, yeah, so I had this in my inventory for a while, and it eventually sold for $8.50. So not too bad in terms of the value and everything like that, but it did take a while to sell, a little more than I personally like, so I'm not going to end up getting more of these. All right, and then we got a pair of jeans that sold over here in the filing cabinet. All right. Some of you resellers might be familiar with this brand. Lucky Brand men's jeans. And yeah. So didn't take too long to sell, I'd say about a month. And this sold for $15. Not too bad, not too bad. Make sure that when you do buy these, that you get them for the right price. All right, and then we have another sale over here. It's a pair of Rockport shoes. All right, so yeah, we got a pair of these Rockport Pro Walker brown shoes, and these sold for $32. All right, and next item is over here. It is one of those Lego Mario sets, and I bought this a while back at clearance at Walmart when they were clearancing them out, and I was very tempted to collect it myself, and then eventually I was all like, kind of seeing what they've been able to do online. I'm not too impressed, so I was just like, I'm just gonna get rid of it, try to get that like temptation to collect like out of here. So didn't make any money on it. I just really did it to get rid of it, and it eventually sold for $4.50. Let me go ahead and pull it for you guys. So yeah, this is it. This is a little expansion set, and yeah, not a lot of money there. Just took an offer $4.50 to get rid of it. And the thing that kind of held this item back is the shipping, where I believe it like weighs a little over a pound once the box or whatever is included. So, but yeah, not buying any more of those. So for me, the temptation to buy more is worth the money I lost on that one. So I'll take it. All right, and then we have 2 items over in box B. I'll go ahead and pull both of them and then we'll talk about it. So here's the 2 items from that pull there, and the first one I'll talk about is this Apple 30-pin to USB adapter. I've sold quite a bit of these, so this is a quantity listing, definitely paid for itself, and this eventually sold for $3.50. Correction, sold for $3. And then the other item is this. It's wrapped up, it's boxed up. If I remember, I'll include a picture up in the corner here. And it's like a metal bridge set, you know, the bridge card game, kind of like metal pieces for it. Kind of old, looked interesting, and it turned out it had some resale value. Took a little while, but eventually sold for $11. All right, and here's the bundle of items that sold to start off our week. So just a heads up, you're going to be seeing quite a bit of things in the background shifting around, especially back there, because I have finally done it. I have ordered a green screen off of Amazon, so that'll be here shortly. And eventually I want to have the back of that pretty much be my green screen studio for the parody videos. So, you know, this week's kind of the challenge. Where do I put all this stuff to make room for it? Because I'm going to have like the green screen go from the wall and down on the floor as well. And it's going to be pretty wide, 10 feet by 20 feet. So pretty big screen, but it's going to be necessary. And that'll definitely improve the quality of the videos. So definitely something to look forward to. So yeah, definitely the quality of the parody videos are going to be getting better and better, especially with the green screen now. So, you know, don't worry. There's going to be plenty of improvements. I have many ideas to, like, you know, improve this channel, improve those parody videos, and provide a lot more entertainment for you guys. All right, so we have another sale. It is in the house, but I left it in the house. I didn't necessarily want to bring it out here. It's a really nice jacket. It's up here, I'll put a picture. It's understated leather, and it was like out in the back it says "not my first rodeo," something like that. And it was a really nice jacket, and I bought it for $15, which is pretty expensive. But whenever I looked online, it was getting, you know, $60 to $100 value. So I was like, okay, I'll bite it. And I'm glad I did, because it eventually sold, and I've only had it for like a week or two, and it sold for $75. So I'm very happy with that. All right, and then we have a few more items from the house that I did bring in. So I'll go ahead and show you one here. All right, it's a Tory Richards shirt, kind of a Hawaiian style. These ones have been doing pretty well for me, assuming you can get it for the right price, of course, because I eventually did sell this for $13. It was a quick flip. Sold it for $13. You might be able to get a little more if you wait, but it's getting near the end of the month. I need the money to pay my bills, so I'm kind of in the more lenient on the lower offers around this time of month. And yeah, so where I normally probably would have waited for 15, I saw the offer for 13, and I'm like, hey, let's do it. So I took the offer for 13, and yeah, happy with it. I spent $5, not too bad. All right, and then another item from the house right here, another shirt. It's a Untuck It shirt. Pretty nice design, nice color. My favorite color is blue, so of course I like this one. And yeah, now the interesting thing about this was that I found 3 Untuck It shirts at a Goodwill and just scooped them up. You know, and yes, Goodwill has their prices at $5 a shirt, which is quite a bit. But this is a pretty good brand. A lot sell, and it has a decent sell-through rate for how many is available, so that's nice. And the thing that stood out to me the most, which I mentioned in a prior video, but I don't know if you could see it, 3XL. So, you know, I saw that. They were in great condition, 3XL. I was like, I'm biting the bullet on it. Glad I did. Sold for $15. All right, now this next one is pretty insane in terms of like how big it is, but it's a pair of Liberty overalls. So, you know, this is like really good. Like, I mean, I think it's like 100% sell-through rate or something. It's really great sell-through rate. This one took a little bit longer, and I think the reason was because it's either size 58 or size 60 waist. Like, I'll put a picture of it up here. But yeah, these were huge. So you know, probably took a little bit longer just because of that. And what's interesting is that I recently, the weekend that just passed, you know, went and sourced a little more, and during my sourcing found two more. Not of this size, they're smaller size, so I think they're gonna sell quicker. But yeah, two separate stores. Each of them had one. So yeah, picked them up, and yeah, this sold for $20, and I only paid 5. And maybe it's either 4 or 5. I can't remember, but yeah. All right, so we have an item that's been sitting in my inventory for a very long time, but someone gave it to me for free at a garage sale, so it was free. Eventually sold, so I'm not, you know, pretty happy about it. But yeah, at this point, it was good to see it sold. So let's go ahead and pull it. It's a Akita like home security thing. I'll show it to you. Right here it is. Yeah, Akita home security system here. And yeah, so yeah, I got it for free, and it only sold for. And I only sold it for $6, but hey, when you get it for free, not bad. But it did take a long time. Would not recommend getting this. All right, and then the next item is really nice because I just listed it, and boom, sale. All right, and here it is. It's like a Panasonic, you know, handset, 5 phones, and pretty good model. It's got some pretty interesting features, surprisingly, like Bluetooth. You can have like text messages sent to your own phone. I personally don't use a home phone, so you know, I didn't decide to like keep this for my own personal use. And yeah, I only paid $10 for this, and it sold for 70. And I mean, in here, I mean, it's like new condition. It's really good, like almost open box. But I decided to be a little conservative with it and just put it as used. But you know, I showed in the pictures like, hey, everything's like still wrapped, you know. So yeah, $70, and I only paid 10. Fantastic. And we can't forget about our cable sales. So we got another cable that sold over here in the filing cabinet. All right, and here it is. It's a Lenovo power adapter, sold for $3.50 and only spent $1. All right, and another item I had for a while, but I just kept it in the filing cabinet because of the size of it. I'll go ahead and pull it over here. It's a Harley Davidson like little barbecue. Finally glad to see it go. And yeah, it comes in a nice bag. It's kind of like a little like charcoal grill, and it's in pretty great condition. Had it for a long time, eventually took it off for $13, and yeah, so hopefully the person's happy with it. All right, and here's the next group of sales bundled up. All right, you guys, a nice quick update. So just yesterday evening, I received a package that I think you guys are going to be interested in. We got ourselves the green screen, guys. So yep, came through Amazon just the other day. And by that I mean yesterday night. And it is going to be going back there along that back wall there. Nice 10 foot by 20 foot. So this thing's going to be, you know, taking up quite a chunk of space over there. But as far as my plan is that half of this shed's going to be dedicated to filming back there. Green screen stuff for the parody videos and other things. And then the, you know, this half of the shed is going to be focused on the reselling business side of things. So yeah, very excited to see that come in the mail, and that is definitely going to be used a lot in my upcoming video, the Media Mail Police. Hope you guys are looking forward to it. It is going to take a little while because like I just said, I got to clear all that out, set up the green screen, so it's going to be a few weeks, guys, until that video comes out, but I do plan to release like a little trailer to kind of get you guys excited for the full featured film, keep you guys interested. So hope you guys look forward to that. So yeah, let's go ahead and move on to a couple of sales that I have. I have a couple of things that are in the house that I pulled in here, 2 of them in fact. And they are both Untucked shirts. So like I mentioned before, I had 3 of these 3XL size t-shirts, and I mean what, within a week of listing them, all of them have sold. So this one here sold for $15, took an offer. And then this one sold for what I originally had the asking price for of $18. So very happy with how that turned out with the Untuck It. Based on like how well these sold, like Untuck It brand is definitely on my list for, in terms of like shirts I would pay up for. By that meaning like $5 would, would be like my cap. But if they're gonna be hot sellers like this, and like my low ball offer, best offer was $15. So yeah, these are definitely on my list. All right, and then we got a few things that sold out of the filing cabinet. First being this little Belkin USB data transfer cable. All right, here it is, still new in package. I picked it up at a church thrift store for $1. I was like, I'll give it a shot. And took a little while to sell. Eventually sold it for $4. So yeah, I want to be on the lookout for these, but at least I made some money off of it. Not too bad. It's cable time. And we got a cable that sold over here, a Linksys power adapter. Man, I just thought of it now. I'm definitely going to start referring to it every time I sell a cable. It's cable time, as a reference to old school picker who does the It's Kathy time. So, I'll definitely keep that in mind in future videos. And yeah, so little power cable here. I think going forward, like I have this, cling wrap and stuff like this. This is kind of, I think, like the cheapest way to kind of protect it. Mostly the reason I do this is because whenever I store the cables, they're all piled up and everything. So, keeping them wrapped up like this was a good way to stop them from getting scratched and to stop them from like tangling up within one another. So, that's why I do this. That's why it's kind of hard to see. But I think I will switch over to using like these little cheap sandwich bags that you can get at a Dollar Tree, and just use those. You can get like, I'm trying to think, like I would say 30 to 40 of them for, the $125 now, $125 Dollar Tree. So yeah, this way at least it gives you guys a better visual of what I bought whenever it's a sandwich bag. Actually, let me go ahead and show you another cable for what I'm talking about. So yeah, it's like these little sandwich bags here. But yes, you're not gonna be able to see the model number and everything, but at least, looking at the back here gives you a better visual of what I'm holding up for you guys, as opposed to like this. It's just a jumbled up shrink wrap mess. You can't really tell what I sold, and I'm too lazy to post up in the corner what did sell. So yeah, I think I'm gonna switch over to using these to make it a little better, to make it a better experience for you guys. And this cable I bought for $1 and sold for $4.50. So yeah, quite a bit of bought for $1, sold it for $4.50 here. Pretty interesting. But hey, I mean, like I said, sale's a sale. If anything, I'm getting my money back, and it's just one thing I can check off the list of, I'm not going to buy it. So, I'd rather learn what is relatively the easy way of something that doesn't sell, as opposed to something that I buy and it never sells. To me, that's like the worst case scenario. You buy something, it never sells, you end up just throwing it away or something like that. That's definitely a tough learning experience. I'd rather learn a little bit on the easier side. So yeah. Whew, man. And speaking of learning things the hard way, we have another Build-A-Bear that sold, but luckily, miraculously, I don't even know how it happened, guys. You won't believe it. We sold a Build-A-Bear, but it was profitable. Yay! And it is over here in Box V. All right, kept them in this Target bag here. It's a little orange dinosaur Build-A-Bear. So it was profitable, but it did sell for the same amount I was getting the other items. $4 is what it sold for. The difference maker was that I only spent $1 on it. So technically profitable. And it just goes to show you guys, like a lot of the resellers that mention this, God, I can't even remember what they said. What do they say? Anyways, the phrase goes something like, the money is in the buy. And this is pretty much a good example right here where, because I spent $1, that's why it's profitable. If I would have spent more money, it wouldn't have been. So whenever you're going out sourcing, you know, that is absolutely at least half the battle when it comes to making money online through reselling. All right, and next up we have a Timberland shirt that's sold over here. All right, and here it is. It's a Timberland shirt, kind of plaid style, and sold this for $4.50. Another example of me pricing it to get it out of my inventory system. So yeah. So yeah, definitely most of the stuff at the tail end there was definitely the bought for $1 and sold for around the $4 mark, which yes, that'll end up being a profit, but obviously kind of staying away from it. All right, and here's a bundle of items that have sold. All right, you guys, and an interesting thing that just happened near the tail end of this week is that the NC Picker video has officially hit 1,000 views. That's fantastic. That's awesome. And we got to keep this momentum going, you know. I got this new surge of energy in terms of my YouTube side of business, so I need to capitalize on it, and I plan to. And, you know, probably starting next week, in the next week's video, I'll have a little bit of an announcement to make to try to spice up the what's sold videos. I think I have a nice idea that's not going to take too much time out of my day to do. So we'll see how that turns out. And hey, if you want to stay up to date on that, please hit the notification bell and subscribe. And if you like this video, hit the like button. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you on the next one.